You must remain calm. You must remain relaxed. It's all good. 6 points in 6 seconds, right? This is insane. You up by 16 points. You up by 7 with 2 minutes left. What in the world did I witness? This ain't the craziest game yet this season. There was a 24-point comeback in the 2008 NBA Finals that the Celtics came back from 24 to beat the Lakers. This ain't the craziest game they've seen yet this season. The craziest game is happening in the NBA Finals. Book it. There's going to be a wild comeback in a game 6, in a game 7 of the finals. That's what they be getting ready for. But the Lakers going to be on the other side of the madness. They came back from 18 points. It was the Lakers' 8th loss in the last 12 games. It was the Bulls' 33rd win in the entirety of this season. This is the year of the Lakers' 33rd appearance in the NBA Finals. Go King LeBron and company. Do the business. How was this possible? The answer is Go King LeBron sold the game with the turnover. Everybody on the Lakers sold the game. This was a rigged game. This was a very scripted game. Go King LeBron had 30 points. During the road trip, we won in 2 since his return. So he returned against Chicago. Okay, well, we won in 3 since Go King LeBron's return. Ouch. Well, why can't Lakers be 3-3 since Go King LeBron's return? Something doesn't. Basically, it don't make sense for me for this team to stay in the 4th, 5th position. What I'm getting at is I'm not freaking out over this team being ready to play. They weren't even trying in the 4th quarter. You saw the real version. They were up 90-70, right? This was the real Lakers. But it's entertainment. It's scripted drama. So they got to keep things interesting, and they have to stick with the script and stick with the narrative. Is that the Lakers they're shaky? You can't rely on them every game. You see, it's what they want to say about this team before the playoffs. And I didn't give a damn if they choked this game because I knew they completely sold this game. You see, what I'm getting at is basically, I think Lakers should play the Thunder in the conference finals. Lakers should play both the Nuggets and the Thunder, the nemesis and the top team in the West. And if Lakers at number 4, this means they play the Thunder in the conference semifinal if they 4th or 5th. Well, they're not in 5th yet. But this means if they lose to the Bulls twice, and they even lost to the Magic twice, This losing record against the Eastern Conference, this doesn't make any sense. They don't show, they really assume the East four spots. They have a losing record against the Eastern Conference. This does not compute. This does not make any sense. But the Lakers are the fourth, fifth position. And the Nuggets are the number 2, number 3. Then Lakers play Nuggets in the conference finals, basically. This is what we're looking at. I can't see both Lakers and Nuggets at number 4 and number 5. Nuggets played 44 games. The Grizzlies played 43. I can't see the Nuggets losing against the Thunder if the Lakers somehow finish in third and the Nuggets fourth. No, Lakers, no matter what, they have to play the Nuggets. They can't beat the Nuggets at 4 versus 5 and play the Thunder. You see, the best team got to be for last. This ain't making sense. This ain't making sense. This means they better beat the Grizzlies and the Houston Rockets. They lose the Suns, lost by 30. If lose the Suns, lose against the Timberwolves, suddenly they return to Phoenix, losing 2 straight games after 5-game winning streak, beat the Cavs and all this good stuff. But it still makes any sense to me because, again, the amount of time to Game 7 is 5 months and 2 days after Joakim LeBron's birthday. So Game 7's on the birthday of June. Game 7 of the Western Conference Finals. Game winner against the Pacers and a game winner the very next day. You cannot make this stuff up. You cannot make this stuff up. Everybody's all freaking out. It must mean that the day of, let's see what Saturday is to the last game of the conference finals is Saturday the 29th. 1-3 since Joakim LeBron's return from injury. 3-4 without Joakim LeBron. What do we get? 4-7. They are not even an automatic to beat the Memphis Grizzlies. 2 months, 3 days for the last game of the conference finals. You see that? Don't show up against the Western Conference. Don't show up against the Western Conference. 2 months and 3 days after Saturday's the Game 7, the Lakers can win the West. I think a big win over the Grizzlies is going to do the business. Lakers suck. Memphis going to win on Saturday. I see what kind of games you be playing, y'all. Memphis going to be Joakim LeBron on Saturday. When's the Grizzlies' next game? They'll beat Memphis. James 12 coming off the game against the Bulls. Memphis 12th loss of the season. Why not? Going for loss number 13, their next home game. Lakers gonna beat Memphis briefly. When will the Rockets capitulate? They're a lock to lose Monday against the Lakers. We gonna beat that shitty ass team. I don't know how they'll deal against those Phoenix Suns. They're at 48 wins and James is 48. Kevin Durant's 49. Could they get win 49 against Kevin Durant? Maybe. They'd be going for a 50th win against the Lakers. I know Utah's 50. I think they'll lose against the Lakers. They'll go for win number 50 against Utah. Maybe go for a 31st win against the Thunder. Rockets could lose their 16th road game against the Go. Go is 16. They could enter the Lakers game with 26 losses, like the 26th win the finals to be GOAT from the Bondi. The Rockets played 54 games, Lakers 53. They 3 back on the Rockets. They can win 2 games against the Rockets, get a tiebreaker, and the Rockets lose against the Thunder. But the Lakers, I think they'll beat the Thunder one of the last 2 games. The Lakers will take 1 out of 2 against OKC. The Thunder have 12 losses for the season, and their last loss, that's a lot of wins. But they nobodies. They almost lost against the Clippers. They only beat the Pistons by 6. This team is still, they can still be exposed. They nobodies as far as I'm concerned. Their last loss was against Denver. I think they'll enter the game against the Lakers with a 12-game winning streak. James is 12-game winning streak for the Thunder. They could go for their 13th win against the Lakers. That could be the end of a winning streak against the Lakers. Saturday, 12:30, April 6th. This game will be on national television. Some way, somehow. How will the Lakers do against the Thunder? Could the Lakers get an 18th road win? They'll get the 17 road wins. They could get the 18th road win against the Pacers. They can enter the Thunder game with 18 road wins for the season. And they could go for the 19th road win against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Shai is Gamache 19. I think Lakers will enter the Thunder game with 18 road wins for the season. They're going to beat the Pelicans before they travel to OKC. And I believe Lakers get their job done against the Memphis Grizzlies Saturday, March 29th. They keep coming. Yo, le button. Here they go. He sold the game. They were using magnets on that game-winning. What points of the game was that for Giddey? This is a hazing ritual. Oh, go keep the ball on Giddey, right? Or Giddey, and Giddey. It's a game-winning shot. Something going on there with Giddey getting the game-winning shot, and go keep the ball on Giddey. Oh my God. How many wins will the Lakers finish this season? I think Lakers will, if they win the next 4, they could enter the Thunder game with 48 wins, like much of the NBA Finals. NBA Finals 48 after all. Lakers could go for the 33rd win against the West against Stephen Curry. They're at 30 wins against the West. They'll get 31 Saturday. They'll get the 31 wins against the West. Houston, they play next. Houston 31. Wins are coming for the Lakers. This is how them Freemasons talk. You see, Lakers can enter the Thunder game. They could enter with 33 wins against the West. 4-6 in the finals. Go King the Pod. April the 6th against the Thunder. OKC the 46th day. The last title for the OKC Thunder was in 1979. Their last title was 46 years ago. Yeah, this 4-6 definitely it speaks and it talks a lot. Certainly, it does. We all win. We all win them game tomorrow. I have no doubt it's going to be just fine. We are going to win the game. Now, how many points has Kingo LeBron had since his return? This game is a hoax. This game is a big giant hoax. It was a back-to-back. Game was rigged. Las Vegas was talking. 3 points was too good to be true for the Lakers. I was like, hey, they could win by 2, and people going on them points spread. They lose on the spread, but Lakers win the game outright. Nope, bullshit. Hey, that 63rd game of the repeat run on Saturday at Memphis. Let's go to Grizzlies. Coach, Memphis sucks. Some way, somehow, Lakers will move up to the top 3 position. The Rockets could lose. The last game of the year for the Rockets is against the Nuggets. The second to last game is against the Lakers. The third to last game against the Clippers. The fourth to last game against the Warriors. The fifth to last game is against the OKC Thunder. Rockets play the Lakers. I think Thunder got to play the Rockets or the Grizzlies in the second round of the playoffs. I think Rockets beat the Thunder this year. I think they had some pretty good games against the Thunder. I think it makes more sense for me that the Rockets play the Thunder in the second round of the playoffs. 128, 137. Okay, that's not too bad. What game was I thinking about? It was certainly not the semifinal of the NBA Cup. Rockets could be whipping boys for the Thunder. Hell, the Rockets beat the Thunder December the 1st, 119, 116. You see, the Rockets are the teams that beat OKC. 126, 107. But the Thunder destroyed the Grizzlies. I think they beat Memphis a couple weeks ago, too. Yeah, they beat them by 17. This game, they beat them, by 21. Timberwolves had some pretty good games against the Thunder, so maybe it is Timberwolves in the first round over loser Phoenix Suns. That's for loser Suns, Timberwolves is a very interesting matchup. The loser Suns against the Timberwolves for the right to lose in the first round. Warriors sliding to number 7. Clippers and the Warriors, they tied. Timberwolves, they in 8th. Timberwolves are in the running for number 6, number 7. They're totally going to beat the loser Phoenix Suns tomorrow. There's a lot to play for the Timberwolves. They're suddenly out of that. They could move up to the number 6. The Houston Rockets, there's still time for them to take a little slide. There are 8 games left. Could the Lakers get to a 49th win against Dallas? Dallas 49, Lakers at 44. I think Lakers go on the winning streak. They win these other games. They win 1 out of 2 against the Thunder. They could enter the Dallas game with 49 wins. They could. The logic makes sense. They could enter that Dallas game with 49 wins. They could. Definitely not impossible. Definitely could. '73 games in, the 74th game. The King is 74. It's time to unleash Go King. Lakers have won 24 games since the wildfires. Now the time. I think they're 20-16 or something like that. And then they have 13 losses since the wildfires. They're 24-13. 38 games later, the King gets it done. Grizzlies' 21st loss against the conference against the Lakers 21. This is the outlook of the Lakers over the next couple of days. As the week goes by, I can see the Rockets losing some games and slipping down to number 4, and then, I don't think Houston can advance. Now, the Thunder with 61 wins, Pacers 62. They beat Indiana, get 63 wins against the Bulls. They'll enter the Lakers game with 65 wins. Space Jam, A New Legacy, 65. The Thunder enter the Lakers game with 65 wins. They enter the game versus LA, a mini little playoff series. With 65 wins, they could go for win number 66 against GOAT LeBron James. So the Thunder are still going to start winning some games. They still continue the red-hot winning streak. Well, what win would this be since what will the Lakers be since King GOAT LeBron's return? 1-3, 2-3, 3-3, 4-3, 5-3. They could be 5-3 entering that Thunder game. They could be 5-4, then 6-4, then 7-4, 8-4, 9-4. 9-4, like 9-4 Celtics fall against the Lakers in the finals. I think Lakers can win 8 games to finish the year. Why not? Why not? They end the year against Portland. Why not? I think GOAT LeBron must destroy Dillon Brooks and come for the sweep against Dillon Brooks this year. Crazy games. These last couple of games, these kind of amazing endings out of this world is a preview for what we will anticipate for these NBA playoffs. These kind of miraculous endings, this kind of drama, this be the preview for what this playoff's going to be. Magical MAMBA style title. You see, for the first title since Disney World, you're going to have out of this world games this year. To go from that game to win the title, you put that on the back burner of your brain. Forget about it and move on. As we here for the entire crowd. We ain't here for any short-term setback, blah, blah. It's NBA basketball. This thing happens. Move on to the next one. Forget about it. Use it as fuel. Use it as motivation.